Happy Thursday. So some really noisy ducks. Just changed location a little bit today just to get out, just to move energy around. There's a lot going on at the moment. There always is a lot going on, but there's this real sense of transmuting the collective grief at the moment, of really picking up all the energies of everything that's going on. It feels very heavy. It feels like we're walking through sludge permanently, and for those of us who are on this ascension pathway, we're really working on raising our vibrations. We're really working on being the lighthouse that others can see, of really cutting sways through this energetic quagmire at the moment. And it's tricky, really tricky. And the more we walk this path, the higher we raise our vibrations, the harder it seems to get, because we are constantly cutting a path through before anybody else cuts a path through. So if you're really feeling it, if you're really feeling heavy at the moment, you're really feeling it in your body, you're really feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, I often find this is when we are doing the biggest, the deepest clearing work personally, but also the deepest clearing work on the kind of energetic level, on the ley line level. You know, we're really cleaning and clearing earth, and we are the ones who are able to transmute this. We are the ones who are able to process it, to understand what's our energy, to understand what is the collective energy, and that the collective energy needs processing. So the one thing I'm really finding is just being outside. It's really helpful. Changing location this morning, coming into town, just moving my body around, not in a prescriptive way either. The one thing I've really found, as someone who has been deeply and intensely into yoga for a long time, that's not working for me. So I'm having to find different ways of moving my body, different ways of really tuning in to what it is. And that for me at the moment looks like a lot more free-form movement, no rigidity in it. So really tune into your body, asking what it wants. What does it need at the moment to transmute these energies? And for many of us, we have been utterly, he's agreeing with me, utterly exhausted. We've processed a lot. There's been a huge amount of light to integrate, and we get to a point, and this is my personal experiences, we go through these amazing upgrades, we feel great for a few days, and then it starts to hit us in different ways. So our energy starts to process it, and then eventually it comes into our energetic body, and then into our physical body more, and our physical body starts to show up and starts to feel different. It almost to me feels like I'm in somebody else's body, that my skin doesn't quite fit anymore, it's quite itchy. I often find that I am absolutely exhausted, and combining this in with where we are with the moon cycle, we are going into dark moon, so we're going into a place where our energy is naturally low at the moment. So my key message for you is really listen in, really listen in, and do what you need to do. And it's not going to be a prescriptive one size fits all at the moment. We're really navigating this in our own way, and your heart really knows exactly what you need, and what you need will be different to what I need, will be different to what your friend needs, will be different to what somebody else needs somewhere else. It's really important to understand this personal prescription of transmuting and moving the energy. And the collective grief is really heavy at the moment, and if you are an empath and if you are feeling it, I really feel you. There's a lot of tight chests, a lot of kind of frogs in your throat when you're trying to speak, because you just feel all this emotion going around. Get it out. Really do what you need to do to just share that. Don't store it up, because it is collective. It's not your personal grief to store up. So shout, rant, rave, whatever you need to do, move yourself, go for a run. Don't hold it in at the moment. And if you need to, you ask your dragons, you ask your angels to take that away from you. They're here to really help us. It's not a one person that is going to save the world through transmuting huge amounts of collective grief. So really ask the help that you need to ask. It wasn't quite where I was going to say, but the topic that's really come up over the past few days has been about discernment, and about holding your vibration so that your vibration attracts those people who are really anchored into your heart frequency. It's calling in your soul tribe. and I've seen this a lot recently. I've had a lot of people dropping me messages about this, dropping me messages about where they're seeing inauthenticity, where we're seeing people who are, for their perception is that people aren't being integral, that people are just doing it because that's going to make them money, or it's doing them because it makes them look good. It is a real 3D distraction. I have been through this. One of the reasons I stopped teaching yoga was the whole comparisonitis, the whole, being true to myself, being true to my teachings, being true to the philosophy that I understand, being true to my body. So you're going to see a lot of people panicking at the moment, a lot of people changing tack, a lot of people jumping on bandwagons, a lot of people who are looking after themselves and not really thinking of the collective, not really thinking of the whole process. And this is what I'm really seeing in this 3D, 5D split that I've talked about so much. It started seeing it as two railway lines, and the two railway lines just beginning to split, and now for me that is a huge wide gulf. But then also we're seeing the people who've taken the higher path, we're seeing little splits off into individuality, but also people who have made a decision to swerve back into 3D, whether consciously or unconsciously. Maybe they weren't really on our train at the moment and they've taken a little detour. So there's lots going on. But what I want to say is, as long as you speak from your heart, as long as you are sharing your truth, your tribe will naturally start to congregate to you. They will flow to you. And it may take time, it may feel utterly frustrating, but you just have to keep showing up. You have to keep speaking your truth, keep speaking what your heart needs you to know, but what somebody else needs to know. So we're all here to share the same message, and I truly believe that we're all here to share the message of love, that we are love, we are all love, and we will return, we come from love and we will return to love. There's lots of different ways of expressing it. It's a very simple message. The core message of everybody that you listen to is about finding that heart-centered consciousness, that place of unity where we're all together. But we all have different ways of expressing it, and for those of us who are community leaders, new earth leaders, heart-led leaders, whatever you want to call us, teachers, mentors, the ones who are walking ahead sharing wisdom, we all have different ways of expressing ourselves. We all have different snippets, different parts of the jigsaw to bring together. So you need to really speak your truth. You need to really speak what is going on for you. I'm just going to hold the tripod while I'm talking. It's getting a bit wavy in the wind. You need to speak from your heart, and you need to truly trust that your tribe will find you, because they will find you. And it's about not letting yourself be distracted by the third dimensional world, not letting yourself be distracted or looking at what somebody else is doing and thinking, oh, maybe I should do that because then people will come to me. It's not about that anymore, and I've learned this lesson. This is my lesson over the past 3 years, is about speaking truth, about holding a vibration that eventually people will come to. It's not about going out and searching for it. It's about standing in your own truth. Be proactive. Share your message through your teachings, share your message through your posts, but just keep going, because people will find you and your right soul tribe will find you. It's really important to know we're all saying the same thing in different ways, and someone will deeply resonate with what you're going to say. And the other lesson we have to learn is we're not for everybody. Not everybody's going to agree with us, not everybody's going to like our message, and we have to be super cool with that. We have to understand that our message is for a unique set of souls at this moment in time, and as our message evolves, as those souls evolve, more may come in. People will move around as they start to truly find their truth. So really remember that. Whatever you're going through at the moment, be authentic. Be your true heart-led self. Speak from your heart. Speak from your heart with passion. That's what people really want to say. And really use your discernment about what is going on around you. Do you want to be sucked into that energy, or do you want to just keep plodding on, keep walking your path? Because it is so important that we are authentic, because somebody, whatever you need to say, someone somewhere needs to hear that. It might be right now at this moment in time, it might be in a week's time, 6 weeks time, 6 months time. a year's time, 6 years' time, but someone's going to find it and it's going to deeply resonate with you. So really think about what you're saying now and how you're leaving that legacy. I'm going to finish it there today because I'm sat on a metal bench. It's a bit cold and it's incredibly windy where I'm sat. I'd really like to know how this sits with you, what resonates with you, and whether you are really going to be able to step up and speak your truth and call in your soul tribe. So I'm sending you so much love, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.